Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. This is the apocalyptic optimath here, and I am your most unholy and unhumble host, Lucifer. Yes, indeed. Today is laundry day. Okay, that's why I'm wearing the green shirt. Damn it. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. It's your first time joining my channel. Welcome. And if you're wondering what is Lucifer doing on Earth, let me tell you. He's talking about everything that the earth is made of, which is what? Business and spirituality. Yes, sir, Bob. Yeah, I had a little mishap with my razor. It's fine. I just need to wait until I can finish my damn haircut. So, although I kind of like it, I might keep it. I might keep the little buzz cut here. I don't know. I kind of like it. I'm kind of feeling it for some reason. Anyway, so I hope you guys are doing good. Like I said before, I hope you guys are doing great. And so I have something that I feel like I have started practicing Technomancy. I started practicing Technomancy. Sorry for my jokes earlier. I have started practicing Technomancy. And Spirit told me that Technomancy is actually powerful. I didn't know that. I thought it would be weaker than more spiritual based magics. But Technomancy is powerful. The thing is, most magic systems can have the potential to be powerful. It depends on the user and how far the user is willing to go, in order to access that kind of unrelenting strength, to put it mildly. The thing is, there's no books or anything about Technomancy or Chronomancy, which are two things I'm interested in. I'm interested in Chronomancy and Technomancy. So Chronomancy is magic using time, and Technomancy is magic using technology. The thing is, see, I'm not gonna reveal any of my secrets, but for anybody that's interested into getting into Technomancy, it's not what you think it is, right? It's still spiritual, it's still magic, but using tech, which is a little bit more complicated. So basically, if you want to get into Technomancy, you have to understand that a lot of the principles that you use in your normal everyday magic system more or less applies to Technomancy. And that's the hard part. Because if you get into Technomancy, now you have to figure out what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it, which is not an easy task. I myself developed a specific form. I know a couple spells right now. I know how to broadcast, and I know how to and broadcasting is very dangerous, that's the thing. Technomancy is very powerful. I've seen it myself. I understand it myself. And I can do combos with my Technomancy too, so it's pretty cool. So right now I can broadcast and I can hack. I'm capable of hacking and broadcasting, right? And broadcasting, so far as I've seen it, is very dangerous. And there's something that I hate to use that word, because I'm starting to feel like it ain't what it's supposed to be. But some chosen ones, whatever they want to call themselves, I'd rather call you a star seed. I'd rather call these people, I'd rather call chosen ones by their real title, which is star seed and indigo child. Right? Like, if you're indigo child or star seed, you might be able to, or you are capable of doing a minimum amount of technomancy, right off the bat. And the reason why I say that is, there's a phenomenon that's been going around for a minute. But the weird part is, the funny thing about it is, the first time I heard that term was in the hip hop culture, right? So in the hip hop culture, we all know that, the rappers and people, they're gang affiliated, and their affiliate associates don't like snitches, right? And they don't like witnesses, right? And this is more prone towards the witness part more than the snitching part, right? So the term that they use for witnesses or cameras, right? They speak about people that are cameras. They sit there and they look and they don't do anything. Of course, it's a pejorative term. It's used in a negative way. It's basically saying that the person is like an NPC or something, right? So that's the first time I heard that. But I consider myself a camera, but that's the funny part. There's the camera in the hip hop culture, and there's also the camera in Christianity. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. Cameras are in Christianity. Technomancy, there's technomancy in Christianity, right? So basically, damn, I just stole my secret. Damn it. Okay, fuck it. I already said it. Too late. Let's keep going, right? So there's cameras in Christianity. Basically, this is why indigo children and starseeds have a moniker of technomancy inside of their DNA, encrypted inside of their DNA. Because even in the Bible, it kind of tells you how. It kind of gives you the power to be like that. So basically, people that believe in God and Christianity, they tend to have this thing where, well, and it's not them, it's in the Bible. The Bible said it. The Bible is like, if you're basically, your eyes is God's eyes, right? So, basically your eyes is God's eyes. So whatever you see, God sees it. And then some people call it instant karma, which is a fallacy. It's a fallacy. That's not really what's going on. It's not instant karma. It's not instant karma. It's not what's it called? A miracle. It's not a miracle or instant karma. It's you. It's a spell. Okay, and when you believe that shit, it becomes a spell, and it works, right? And the reason why it works is because you believe in it. But the reason why it works is not just because you believe in it, is because it's a spell. Well, what kind of spell is that? It's a camera spell, right? And a camera looks at things and records it, and it keeps it in some space, or a cassette, or some kind of physical or intangible object, whatever, right? Because sometimes you can have a camera that can record stuff inside of the camera and not actually on a cassette, like the camera I'm using right now, right? So so even in Christianity, the notion of being a camera actually exists. So that existed. The notion of being a camera existed. Well, if we accept the truth of the validity of the historical fact of the Bible having existed for 3,000 years, that means 3,000 years ago, people were kind of like cameras, so they would walk around and they would record shit, right, using their God eye, right? So if you read between the lines, I kind of told you how to be a camera, right? Which is not, it's dangerous. And that's the thing about real magic, about real wizardry. You're doing something extremely dangerous. You can get killed doing that shit, You know what I mean? Like, you can get killed doing that shit. You can't just, go out and just record people, right? 'Cause you're gonna get killed. I mean, like, you can end up in a bad situation. You could get shot. You know what I mean? You could get shot. Of course, maybe you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. You're doing it for a good reason, but it's still dangerous because you're recording crimes happening. You're recording somebody victimizing another person. So it's a bit dangerous, right? So anyways, my level of I call it that's camera. That's a camera, right? Me, I do broadcast, right? Which is even more dangerous, but for the person, right? So because now I'm not, because camera is a pass, it's an active skill. Let's say this was an RPG. I would say camera is an active skill. It's something that you have to. Is it really though? It's an active skill that you can toggle on and off. Let's put it Let's put it that way. Because camera doesn't use a lot of energy. The camera spell doesn't use a lot of energy. Like it's basically you're looking at something. If the thing is just or unjust, the thing will be ruled. So being a camera is very dangerous. Having a camera head is very dangerous for the person, not for you, not for the camera, for the other person being recorded by you, right? So it's very dangerous because that person, you can put that person in a tremendous amount of trouble. You could probably end that person's life just by recording him. Facts. This is a true story. This is straight facts, right? This is from my own experience I'm speaking of, because there's not a lot of techno mages around here. I don't know a lot of the. I'm aware that there are some techno mages in the void of reality somewhere, somehow, duh. And people talk, and you see things, and people talk. So of course I'm not the only one. But in my experience, being a camera can be devastating to the person being recorded by you, right? Because the camera that you're using is not just a regular fucking VHS camera, blah blah blah, that you hold. No, you're recording things for a higher spirit and for a higher divinity. Let's put it that way, because you don't know, like. Because Technomancy is still magic, right? And in magic, not everything is absolutely connected to a spirit, right? So it's not just because you're recording a person and something happens, you see instant karma, you see something happens to the person, boom, God, right? Not necessarily, right? Like sometimes the magic is just strong, and that's just what it does, But I don't want you to think that you're recording specifically for God, right? I think thinking that you're a camera specific, your camera ability is specifically related to the Christian God, faith, whatever belief, is kind of a fallacy, a little bit. I feel like it's a wrong way of seeing things, right? That's one of the things, that's one of the factors of the having self-belief, right? So of course, I mean, if you're a Christian and that's how you want to see things, go ahead and do it, right? It's still gonna work, right? But one day when you grow up, when you become a big boy or a big girl, you're gonna ask questions. And once you're ready to ask those questions, I'll be there to answer them, right? Or somebody like me will be there to answer them. But for now, if you're interested in that camera ability that even the Bible says that you have, and a lot of Christians believe that they have that ability, they might not call it a camera, but they believe that if they see something and they believe in God, and the person will be punished accordingly, and it does happen depending on the amount of belief that the person have, it will fucking happen. So yeah, and at the end of the day, God is something you can use to do spells. I mean, I get people use God against me all the time, right? Like I have the Illuminati uses God to curse me, right? Like me, sometimes I shit you not. Sometimes I'm sitting there and there's a group of people and then they start chanting. They start chanting like Christian music. I don't pay no attention to it. But then later on, 2-3 weeks later, I hear the same chant coming up. Like I hear the chant in the, so people use God to do magic just like everybody else. So it's just a tool. At the end of the day, it's just a tool, So you can keep going that way if you want to. If it's easier for you to accept, if it's easier for you to do, you can say that, you're recording and and have the belief that you don't have to say it. You can just have the belief inside of you that whatever you see, God sees. And if God sees something, and you need to believe that if God sees something unjust, that person will be punished depending on what you consider unjust. And boom, camera, activated and blah, blah, blah. So Technomancy, as you can see, is incredibly powerful. Just that statement right there shows that it's incredibly powerful. The reason why I was doubting, is because I was watching something else. I was looking, let me give you some context. I was watching Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. I was watching Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and there's a book in there, and it's called The Dark Hold. And I'm like, shit, man, that'd be fucking cool. I'm already practicing techno magic as of right now, technomancy as of right now. So, but I was thinking, shit, man, like, wouldn't it be cool if I had a dark hold, which I will work on soon. Once I get out of this precarious situation. I'm gonna write my own dark hole. I'm gonna put all my demonic knowledge inside of a book. It's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be banned in at least 50 countries, and at least 150 countries is gonna be the most atrocious thing anyone has ever seen. And I can't wait to write that some bitch. But anyway, so I was sitting there and I'm like, man, wouldn't it be cool to have a dark hole? And I heard somewhere saying, well, Technomancy is not too shabby. And I'm like, man, come on now. It can't be as strong as a dark hold. And the Spirit was kind of like, well, kind of. Like Spirit was kind of like, so. And it's true. Technomancy is a very powerful magical practice. So you got camera, I got camera. I've been using camera for at least all my life, to be quite fucking honest. I've been using the camera ability for a long ass time, ever since I was a kid, actually. So because I had to believe that my eyes were the eyes of God when I was a kid, because I used to believe in God. I used to be Christian, right? I used to be Catholic, and then I switched up to Christian because I didn't believe in Catholicism anymore at some point. So so I believed that my eyes were the eyes of God, and when I saw something, the person would get punished or will be punished because I saw it. So I'm a camera. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a fucking camera. When rappers talk about cameras, they're talking about me. They're talking about me. I mean, I get busy, but I get busy all the time. But I'm a camera, and I consider myself a camera because I don't want to be a gangster. I don't feel like I don't want to be a gangster. And I don't feel like it's not my destiny. It's not my destiny is not to be a gangster. As cool as that would sound, that's not my destiny. You know what I mean? Like, some people consider me gangster because of the way that I, conduct myself in public, but I'm not a gangster. I'm a witch. I'm a wizard. I'm a warlock. I'm not a gangster. So anyway, so yeah. But me, I do something even more dangerous. Because there's camera and then there's broadcast, right? I broadcast, right? So the thing is, the combo I use is camera and then I switch it up to broadcast, right? So okay, so I already have camera, but now I can reverse the ability, right? So now I'm not looking at humans, I'm looking at spirits, right? So this camera ability is an invocation. You're invoking spirits and you're looking at them. You're looking at spirits. You're recording spirits, right? You're not recording humans. And what that does is, instead of it's like it switches you. It's like a way to switch dimensions, because you're not in the human world anymore. The only way to record, if you have a camera, because that's the funny part about technology, technomancy, right? Like, it's a tool, right? Like, a camera is a tool. So there's certain rules, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, there's no rules. I know a lot of people hate rules, but it's not that there are rules, there are absolutes. And yes, there are a couple of rules depending on what you want to do. But there's also absolutes, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're a regular person and using the camera and you want to record the next door neighbor, but inside the house of the next door neighbor, you can't do that from sitting inside of your room. So you have to literally, physically be inside of the neighbor's house. Pause. I don't know why I felt like saying pause, but pause. Right? Like, so, yeah, pause. Anyway, so, like, to say, anyways, bro, like, so you have to physically be in the area, in the space, in the vicinity, in order to record whatever's going on in that location, right? So it's the same thing. So camera has a devastating ability to transport you into another universe, because in another dimension, because you want to record whatever's going on in that dimension, right? It, once again, not easy to do. It's not an easy thing to do. Everything that I'm saying right now takes a little bit of experience and a little bit of know-how in order to do it, right? It's not something that anybody can just pick up and just, oh yeah. Like, it's not that easy. But there's some genius witches out there that can figure it out, and this is YouTube, so of course there's some things I can't actually say. There's a lot of things I can't. I feel like I'm giving you enough information already right now, because it's not that it's a secret, but it kind of, because like I said, there's no book about technomancy, so everything that I'm saying right now is probably the first time you ever heard it. Right, this is a world premiere, right? So, or maybe not, I don't know. But me and the little research that I didn't do that extensive research on technomancy. But from the research that I did, I haven't seen any books about real technomancy. I haven't seen anything about real technomancy at all, except for Dungeons and Dragons stuff, right? So anyway. And like cyberpunk era books and things like that. So this is a world premiere, and so basically, yeah, there's some things I can't really say, because I myself is currently developing this ability, and I don't want somebody else to be better than me at it before I even get a chance to master it. So so I'm keeping some stuff for myself, so anyway, but me, I do broadcast, which is insanely more dangerous, right? So now I am not bringing the spiritual world to the human world, but to a person that's less trained. They would see it as me invoking the spirit world towards me, which is not what's actually going on. What's actually going on is I'm walking inside of another dimension with a camera. and I am broadcasting this event, this invocation, on on a physical platform, right? So the thing that's cool about broadcasting is I can broadcast whatever I want to whomever I want, right? So I can broadcast things to like the police, per se. Like I can choose to broadcast to the police, right? Like so, like so I can choose to broadcast to anybody. I can choose to broadcast to gangsters and police, whoever I choose. Regular people, whatever, rich, poor, whatever, doesn't matter. I can broadcast to those people, and so basically, I'm broadcasting, and I become the person that is being watched by the spiritual world. So now so now I have a shield because people are looking straight at me, right? So now I have a shield. I'm in another dimension. I transported myself into another dimension with the shield, right? And I have like links to multiple platforms at the same time. So I'm broadcasting at multiple platforms at the same time. So if somebody comes along and starts stirring up trouble while I'm broadcasting, right? Well, this person is going to got for real, because I was broadcasting to a bunch of people, right? And all those people can see the broadcast. So you're looking at me, but everyone else is looking at you. So it's kind of, it's pretty amazing. It's really fucked up shit. It's street magic. Like I said, dangerous stuff. It's street magic. It's natural magic. It's actually natural magic. The reason why I call it natural magic is because you can't do that from inside of your house. If you're gonna broadcast to people in the spirit, you have to be outside, right? So like, it's not, and that's why I'm saying technomancy is very interesting, because what is technomancy at the end of the day? What is technology at the end of the day? And not only that, it's just, are we ready to let go of prejudices, right? Are we that's because of my teeth, sorry. Are we ready to let go of certain prejudice that we have towards magic, i.e., magic is nature, therefore I shall only use natural things, right? Therefore I shall not accept science and technology as a valid outlet for any of my resources or sources, right? Like, are we still going to be doing that, or are we going to accept that laws of attraction is magic? Are we going to accept that science is alchemy? Are we going to accept that technomancy is the same as any other magic? Are we ready to accept that? Are we going to accept that? Because that's the thing. That's the hard part. That's the part that I think is difficult about technomancy. It's like demonology. Demonology is hard too. Demonology is not easy to understand, right? Technomancy is hard. It's not easy to understand. It's very difficult. Not everybody is built for that sort of thing. Not everybody is built for that sort of thing. Not everybody can understand that sort of thing, So, question remains, are we going to accept certain concept and apply it into our daily routines one of these days. Who knows? We don't know. I don't know. But I do know that in the case of technomancy, if that's something that's interesting to you, it's gonna take a lot of understanding and a lot of pinning the tail on the donkey. A lot of it. It's gonna take a lot of that because it's, like I said, not easy to understand. It's like broadcasting. How am I broadcasting? How does that even function? How do you even do that? Like, I can tell you, but you're not gonna like the answer, and you're gonna think I'm crazy. And that's why only seasoned veteran, real magician can practice these sorts of out of the box disciplines and techniques, because I feel like technomancy is out of the box. It's out of the box thinking, even though it's always been kind of around and stuff, but it's out of the box thinking, so yeah, I can broadcast. I can broadcast, and that's a very dangerous and powerful spell. Being a camera spell is very dangerous and very powerful, but also very hard to do. Because at the end of the day, the reason why I'm capable of practicing these sorts of magic is because I have like this kind of catalyst. Well, I have multiple catalysts, right? I've picked up a couple of artifacts that permits me to practice these kinds of magic. Like, I have one artifact that I gave to y'all, and y'all hate it to the fullest extent of your being, and I don't know why, because it makes you feel like you're a girl and shit. But people don't want to talk about cups because it makes them feel like girls and shit, like grails, But that's an artifact that every human being on earth that is born out of a vagina has, which is a grail. You have a grail. You have a cup. Everyone has a cup. It's not just a word. It's not just an expression, because we hear that expression a lot. Cup half full. You're a cup half full kind of person. You're a cup. That's literal. That's literal. You literally have a cup that's half full inside of you. If you are a person that's a cup half full kind of person, that means your cup is actually half full. That means you have a spiritual cup hanging above your head somewhere in the ether, and the way that you think is filling that cup to half. It's a true happening. It's actually happening. You are literally doing that to yourself. It's not a joke. Like I said, you were born with a cup, because the cup is the spirit. The cup is the soul. The grail is the soul and the spirit. So it's very important. Me, I have not shunned the idea of a grail that resides inside of me. Right? I have not shunned that. I have accepted it. I have embraced it. I have even filled this cup with things, with notions, knowledge, situations, memories. I try to make good memories. I try to put good things in that cup, because the more good things is in that cup, the bigger it becomes and the stronger it becomes, right? And it's kind of a protection too at the same time. You become radiant, right? You become divine, right? It's the source, your grail that resides within you is the source of your power, kind of, more or less, kind of, yes. Well, it might not be the source of your power, but it will augment your power tenfold, 100-folds, 1,000-folds, depending on who you are and what you believe in, right? So it's definitely a power augmenter, right? It's like a power upgrade, right? So I have accepted this grail. So that's one of the artifacts that permits me to create high magic systems, to be able to practice high magic system. And Technomancy is a high magic system, right? So there's that. And I've been trying to give y'all this artifact, and y'all refuse it. Because y'all, apparently people, I shit you not, I'm not talking about all the people that watches my video. I'm telling you, there's some people out here, there's some people out here that don't mind what I'm saying. But I'm telling you, for you guys that are not aware, that there's a lot more people that do not appreciate them thinking about cups. They don't like cups. They don't feel, especially men. Men don't feel like thinking about cups is manly. You know what I think is not manly? Sucking dick is not manly. Facts. So, that's what I think is not manly. If you're gonna ask me, if you're gonna tell me, if you tell me, I'm giving you an ultimatum. It's either you go join the Illuminati and suck dick and lose all of your manhood, or you fill your cup with power and knowledge so that you can achieve your success without sucking dick. Pause. No offense, ladies. I'm strictly talking to men, because I don't think that's manly, and I don't think a woman is gonna be attracted to a dude that's sucking dick. Like if I was going out with you, because we say that shit a lot, and I know girls, they be liking dick and shit, whatever. Pause. And you feel insulted and shit like that. Well, don't feel insulted, because I don't believe that if, we went out together and I started sucking the dudes off, Doug, I don't think you'd be very attracted to that shit. You know what I mean? Like, shit, maybe, but I don't know, man, especially because girls be disrespectful sometimes. But girl be like, maybe some girls wouldn't mind, but I know from my experience, I know girls can be very disrespectful. If a dude start acting like a girl, you're gonna lose that girl. She's gonna break up with you. If you start acting like a bitch, she's gonna break up with you. 9 times out of 10. Okay, maybe 8 times, 7 or 8 times out of 10. The girl's gonna break up with you if you act like a bitch, right? So I'm just saying, I'm going in the same direction y'all going, ladies. I'm going the same direction. Okay, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, and no, I don't have some male chauvinist, women hating idea that when I say sucking dudes be sucking dick, I'm thinking about girls sucking dick and no. I love when women give me fellatio. I just don't think a man can give fellatio if he chooses to. But the thing is, there's one thing about giving fellatio because you feel like it, and giving fellatio to get some money. There's two different things. That's two different. I don't give a fuck if you giving fellatio because it's fun and dick is like secretly delicious. That's a Joe Rogan joke. Like dick is secretly delicious and shit, and you feel like eating the dick one day. That's your business. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I expect that same kind of respect if I one day decide to suck a dick. Facts. I expect the same kind of respect if I one day decide to suck somebody's dick off, man. But for now, that's not the case. And if I do it, it's for fun. It's not to get paid. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about. So I would appreciate if y'all kept that goddamn judgmental ass energy to your fucking selves. Pause. No offense. Pardon your face. Pardon my language. But I would appreciate if you tone that judgmental shit down to a hard 5 instead of a goddamn 11. You know what I mean? So anyways, back to what I was saying. yeah, these things are not easy to learn and they're not easy to do. And like I said, only veteran, and seasoned witches will be able to practice those kinds of things, because like I said, broadcasting is not an easy thing to do. If I tell you I'm broadcasting everything I just said, even though I explained it pretty well, the actual thing looks a lot crazier than the explained version, right? And like I said, it's not for everybody. I'm not saying this so that everybody can practice technomancy. I'm just letting you know that I'm practicing technomancy, and it exists, and it's fucking powerful, and you can do a lot of things. And I'm discovering things right now, because I'm kind of, and everything. And so the artifacts, like I have the scale. That's my power scale. The scale, the scale, the power scale. That's another artifact that resides within you. That is, pardon my father Lucifer's face by saying this, but some people consider these things holy, right? Or maybe I should say unholy. You know what? Pardon everybody's face. No offense to Christians, but I'ma just call it unholy, because magic is unholy, right? In the first damn place. So I got an unholy cup in me. I have an unholy grail. I don't have a holy grail. I have an unholy grail, right? Because the kind of shit that I talk about anyway is not good. It can kill you. It can send you to the hospital. It could you could murder people with it. So nothing of what I'm saying is good. Nothing, not one word, right? So I have an unholy grail, and I have an unholy scale, right? And the scale is very important, right? The scale is very important because it's balance, it's equilibrium, it's everything. That's a passive, right? It doesn't really mean anything about you, because I know the scale, outweighs the good and everything, and that's important too. You have to make sure that the good outweighs the bad, right? You have to make sure that the good outweighs the bad. You can't just be all bad, right? And if you're gonna be all bad, well, you have to be okay with the consequences that comes with it, right? You can still have a scale and be all bad, but if you're all bad, that's a different lifestyle. I'm not all bad, right? I can be bad because I'm good. Like I can be bad because I'm good, because the good outweighs the bad, right? So I can do whatever the fuck I want, you know what I mean? So as long as I keep that scale balanced, which means unbalanced, because the scale, that's the trick about the scale. Your scale is not supposed to be like this. The scale is supposed to be like this all the time. All the time. If it becomes like this, you're doing something incredibly wrong. It has to be like this or like that. Always. So you have to choose one side. You have to feed one of the wolves. You got to feed one of the dragons. Right? You're either bad or good. Right? It's either you do bad or you do good. You have to choose one. Because if you're confused, then the balance is like this. Right? And when it's like this, that's not good. It's not. There's too much confusion. If it's like this, that means there's too much confusion. There's an imbalance. If it's balanced, there's an imbalance, because a good scale, a scale that looks the way it's supposed to look, is always like this, or like this, or whatever. Right? You're never gonna have a scale like this. If you have a scale like this, something's wrong. Something ain't right. Right? And you don't have any power. If it's like this, that means you don't have any power. If you're balanced, you don't have any power, because there's power in the dark side and there's power in the light side. So you have to choose which power you want to have. Right? So if your scale's like this, then you're fucked up. You're fucking up. You're messing up, man. That means you don't have the power that you're supposed to have. And you might think, oh yeah, I'm evil. I want to be evil. Yeah, but your scale is like this. So if all your evil friends have more power, it's because your scale is like this. And it's supposed to be like this. but it's like this. So what are you doing? You know what I mean? So you have to reevaluate your evilness. You have to reevaluate your darkness. You have to reevaluate the things that you do during the day, right? And decide what you want to do, because you can't be good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad all day. That's fucked up. That's crazy. It's either you're bad or you're good. You know, so because you're a people pleaser. If your scale is like this, that means you're a people pleaser. You just do shit that you think people are going, that you think will make people like you more, right? And that's why your scale is like this. If you're a people pleaser, your scale is like this because you didn't choose anything, right? You didn't choose to be evil. You didn't choose to be good. So your scale is like this, and that's not good. That means you're not going anywhere. Because people that their scale is balanced, they're not going anywhere. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? You're not good, you're not bad. Where are you going? So you have to make a choice, right? You know, so most people's scales are supposed to be unbalanced. And if they're unbalanced, that means they're balanced, right? So, you know, you should never have a vision of a scale that's, you know, you should always have a vision of a scale that's up and down. And you're supposed to know what your scale is entailing, right? Like you're you, so you should know if you had more good, if you did more good in your life than bad. You should know. You know, so you don't even have to look at your scale or have a vision of your scale. You already know what weighs more in your life than the other, right? And that will decide where you're going to go. That will decide what kind of power you're going to have. That will decide your karma, right? Not karma as punishment, but karma as things that you do in an habitual basis, on an habitual basis, repeatedly over and over again, which results in some kind of the reward or consequence, right? That sort of karma, not, you know, you're gonna die karma, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so it is what it is. So yeah, Technomancy. It's gonna be pretty fun. So, anyways, man, I've noticed also that Hollywood is gaslighting the fuck out of me right now. You know, Kanye West is once again acting like me again. I don't know why. 607 Unk also acting like me. This is identity theft, by the way, because they're using my likeness. They're using my likeness, man. In the case of Kanye West, it's a bit more subtle. You would have to be around me to notice that Kanye West is trying to be like me. You know, and 607 Unk, it's kind of deliberate. People should have noticed that this guy is trying to be like me, but at the same time, a lot of people that listen to me don't listen to them. So nobody knows what's going on. So these guys are stealing my identity, and they're using it to make videos and make money and do podcasts. But nobody's aware that they're actually doing that, because most people are not aware necessarily that I exist. And then the people that do listen to me don't really listen to them either. So it's a conundrum, you know. It's kind of difficult to navigate through that, you know, because they're using my likeness. This is identity theft. That's like, and Kanye West been doing that for a minute now. It's kind of annoying. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I mean, shit, he might feel that shit for real, but I don't like it, because if you listen to me that much and you're a billionaire and I live at my mother's and you're just using my likeness, you're using my personality to make yourself relevant, I can't really feel that shit, you know? Like I don't really feel that. I don't really appreciate it, you know? That's not cool. Because if you really feel me, then you should help me. You know what I mean? If you really feel me, you should call me and ask me questions. You don't have to give me money, but eventually you'll have to give me money because I'm not gonna give you information for free and shit. You know what I mean? I mean, I might, you know, but I'm just saying, like, because at the end of the day, you don't need to talk about money if you're hanging around a billionaire. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a billionaire, you call me and we start talking, you want to know some shit, I'm going to be like, depending on what you want to know, if you ask me simple questions, I'm going to answer, I'm going to give you simple answers. But if you start getting like in deep stuff, like, oh, I want to know how to broadcast, you know, I want to do some technomancy. Well, you know, now it's getting touchy, you know, because now you're asking something extremely difficult to do, first of all, and then it's not necessarily a secret, but it kind of is. I mean, it's something I have to teach you. It's not something you can go, you know, so. You know, so yeah, I would be like, well, you know, maybe I would be incentivized to teaching you how to do that if I get some kind of compensation for it, you know. But also at the same time, if you're a billionaire, this is why I feel like it's coming from a bad place. I feel like what these guys are doing is coming from a bad place because at the end of the day, everybody's copying me. Everybody's taking my shit. Everybody's repeating my shit, regurgitating my shit like it's their own shit, which I don't like, but whatever the fuck. What the fuck am I supposed to do, you know? But at the same time, the original guy that said the thing, he's living in his mom's basement. So that's fucked up. You know, that's thievery. That's stealing. I call that stealing because all the thing that you're regurgitating might be my way out of my parents' basement. You know, and so that sucks. You're stealing my opportunity of getting out of here, and you're stealing my likeness, and you're even stealing my personality. You're stealing my ideas. You're stealing everything. You're a thief. You're a fucking thief, man. And that's not cool. So, you know, I'm not saying Kanye West necessarily might be a thief. Maybe Kanye West is waiting for me to claim him. You know, because Kanye West follows me everywhere. If I become a Christian, Kanye West becomes a Christian. If I stop being a Christian, Kanye West stops being a Christian. If I become a fucking neo-fascist, Kanye West is a neo-fascist. Like, you know, goddamn. Like, everything I do, this guy does. Right after me. Right, you know, so it's kind of like, I don't know if you're doing it because you like my likeness or you're doing it to just steal my shit. And, you know, at this point, I never had a call from Kanye West. I never had a letter from Kanye West. I never received an email from Kanye West. I've never heard Kanye West mention me anywhere. Nothing. Right? And like I said before, not everything is about money. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's kind of stupid if you're hanging around a billionaire and you think that this billionaire is never going to put money in your hands the whole time that you're hanging around with him. That's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? You know, it's stupid. It's retarded. So I don't need to talk about money either, but I do need to talk about your goodwill. Like, where you going with this? Are you just stealing my shit, or do you want to learn what I know? Because I don't know at this point. I have no idea. All I'm seeing is a guy, every time I say something, he reacts to it. That's cool. And he's reacting positively to it. That's great. But that doesn't mean that he's reacting positively for me. Maybe he's acting like that for himself. So yeah, what I say sounds judgmental, but it's based off of your actions, is the way that you are conducting yourself. You might think you're a great person, but from where I'm standing, you don't seem to be that great of a person. You seem like a thief. And I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I might be heinously wrong, horrendously wrong. But that's what it looks like to me, from where I'm standing, from the small position that I hold, which is not a small position. It's actually a pretty big position. But you know, no offense, Lucifer, but still, you understand what I'm saying? Like from the square circle of my camera. You know, from the square circle of my camera, all I'm seeing is people regurgitating or reanimating some of my behavior and some of my, you know, gnosis. You know, so it's very interesting. You know, I don't know which one it is. You know, I don't know which one it is. So, like I said, and it's an honest mistake if it is a mistake, because like I said before, I never had a email. I never had any. We never had any conversations. We never nothing. You know, I never spoke to Kanye West before my entire life. You know, so to be like imitating me this much, and I'm not saying Kanye West doesn't know shit. He's you know, that's not what I'm saying, but. You know, it's kind of like you're kind of following me. You're following my thread, and there's a couple people following me, right? Like NBA YoungBoy painted his nails when I was painting my nails. You know, Kanye West just follows every area, every sphere of the Sephiroth that I decide to go into. He follows me there too. Like, you know, fuck, you know, 6 or 7 Unk. He's doing the same thing, painting his nails black and putting lipstick. He didn't put black lipstick, but the NBA YoungBoy did, which I liked. I didn't hate it. I think it looked great. I think it was dope. You know, and I'm still on that shit. I didn't give that shit. I'm still on that shit. You know what I mean? So, it's just I have to be reclusive with it because people are a little bit too judgmental, and you know, and that's what I like about painting my nails and putting up makeup. I can see people's hate rise to the surface. Like I can see your real face. You know, there's some people that don't mind. There's some people I walk around, ladies love that shit, think it's sexy as fuck. You know, some black people will, you know, they're like, well, shit, that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. But there's some people that it just rises hate out of them, right? Because they think I'm gay, and that's why I'm wearing those stuff. It's not because I'm gay. It's because I'm a dark witch that will kill you. That's why. You know, and it sucks. Even if I was gay, it still sucks. What the fuck are you gonna do? You're gonna beat me up because I'm gay? You bitch, you faggot. Like, so yeah, I understand it. You know, it makes me see things. You know what I mean? I understand it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying gay people are right to act a certain way, but it is unfair to be minding your own business and doing what you want to do, and people want to fight you, or they feel like they want to kill you, like they're murderous, like they have murderous intent towards you because you choose not to look like they look like. So I can't say I understand gay people, because gay people have crossed the line. They have completely nuked it, you know, but I see it. I see where the anger might come from, because it is annoying. It's kind of pissy. It is annoying. It is annoying. If I'm taking the bus, I'm walking in public, my nails are black, you know, everybody's looking at you and they all hating, and they're all hating for no reason just because your nails are black. I mean, like, it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, and you want to fucking murder everybody. So I kind of understand, you know, where all that attitude is coming from. And because you feel like killing everybody. And it's just the nails. It's not even like You didn't do anything. You didn't say anything gay or did anything gay. You're not walking like a gay guy or some shit like that. It's just, it's just hate. It's just hate. It's just pure hate. And it's pure hate for the sake of hating. Because I'm not gay. Because you know who I am. So you're just hating just to hate. So I might fucking kill you. I might fucking stab you. If you get close to me, I'll fucking stab you. Like, because I know you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit and you want to molest me for no reason. So I'll fucking kill you. You know what I mean? So yeah, I get it. And I like it. And it's a good thing to see that, because those same people, they act like they're good people and stuff, and and they're laughing and they're smiling in your face and shit, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, piece of shit. You know what I mean? So, and you'd be surprised who's a piece of shit out here, man. You'd be very surprised, man. And one day you're chilling with the guy smoking a joint, man, having a good time. The next day he sees you with your nails black, and all of a sudden he wants to kill you. So that's piece of shit attitude. That's piece of shit. And the reason why is because you probably make him feel uncomfortable, because he's probably gay and he don't want to be gay. So now he's venting his frustration of himself being gay on you. I'm not gay. I be fucking bitches with these fucking black nails. You know what I mean? And they fucking love that shit. So I don't have a fucking problem. The person that has a fucking gay problem is your bitch ass. You're gay, not me. Pause. No offense, girls, but that's what it is. It is what it is. So. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I like it. I like this perception. I like seeing that aspect of life that I have never noticed. Well, it's not that I never noticed. I knew it was there, but I didn't know how bad it was. I didn't think it was that bad, because we're in 2025 and people still acting like they were from the 80s. They're still acting like they're stuck in the 80s and they're stuck in the 90s, man. Like, because it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that act like that have that reaction. Not everyone, though. Like I said before, a lot of people accept that stuff. Ladies love that shit. You know what I mean? If you look good, if you know what you're doing, you look good, you're gothic chic. I'm gothic chic, right? I'm gothic chic, bruh. That shit's sexy. It is. It's sexy, bro. You're gothic chic. You know how to pull it off. It's sexy. It's sexy as fuck. You know what I mean? So ladies love that shit. Old people are fine with it. Some old people might be shocked, but some old people are fine with it. Some black people are fine with it. Some white people are fine with it. Just like some white people are not fine with it, and some black people are not fine with it. But like I said, there's too much hate for that sort of nonsense. There's too much hate towards gay people. There's too much hate towards gay people, man. Like, because I can't believe people hate gay people like that. You can hate the Illuminati gay people like that, which people don't do. And that's the hypocritical part, and that's the part I hate, and that's why I'm gonna fucking kill you. Because if you fucking touch me, you little piece of shit. Because when the Illuminati, all those gay Illuminatis forcing your brother and forcing your sister to suck their dicks for some fucking cash, you don't say nothing. You act like a bitch. You act like a fucking possum, nigga. You're hiding under the goddamn table. You got the covers over your head, and your head is in the sand at the same goddamn time. But if you see somebody in the street, all of a sudden you got all your Hulkamania, your fucking Hulk Hogan from WWE, and you're ready to jump off the third rope. Bullshit. I'ma fucking kill you, nigga. Jump the goddamn third rope. See what happens. Stab the shit out of you. See what happens. Do it. See what happens. Do it. Jump off the third rope. Go ahead. You know what I mean? So, that's bullshit. And that's why I don't respect people. That's why I don't respect people, bro. Because you're not gonna act like that with the Illuminati, and the Illuminati is hella gay. Super gay. Super duper gay, nigga. Baby oil gay, nigga. And you ain't gonna do shit about those motherfuckers. It's the people that walk down the street that you feel you can, cause you a bitch. Cause you a bitch. You know you ain't gonna do shit. Versus the real gays. So when you see a normal gay walk by, that's when you feel like you can get one over, son. No, fuck you, nigga. Keep that same energy. You a bitch in front of them, act like a bitch in front of me too, nigga. Period. End of story. Because me, I'm more dangerous than the Illuminati. I'm a lot more dangerous than the Illuminati. The entire goddamn clique. A lot more dangerous. So if you act like a bitch with them, act like a bitch with me. End of story. Anyways, so yeah, it's a little bit frustrating. I ain't gonna lie. It's not. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's surprising to see people that still have this old archaic mindset. Because this is 2025, bro. You would think that people would be more open than that. You would think, especially nowadays, because everybody's Illuminati now, and everybody know Illuminati gay as hell. It's just about being gay, and everybody Illuminati. So what the fuck is your problem? Why are you irritated when you see a gay person walk by? That's crazy. It's some crazy shit. Calm your motherfucking ass down. Calm your bitch ass down, bro. Calm it down. Turn that shit to 5. Turn it down. Turn the dial. Because you at 11, I'm going to need you to go back down to 3, 2, 1 even. Like, quit that shit. Like, you know what? Turn it off. Just turn it off, bro. Just turn it completely off, bro. Because you ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got nothing to do and nothing to say. Shut the fuck up. If you ain't doing shit, before you do something to me, do something to the motherfuckers that are actually hurting your bitch ass and stealing your goddamn money, stealing your money, taking your girl, taking your jobs, and do all that sort of stuff. Because the motherfucker, the neighbor walking down the street, that's not the nigga doing all that shit to you. He's not the one doing all that. If he was the one doing all that, it'd be a lot easier to handle. So before you start acting like that with me, act like that with them. With the people actually doing shit to you first. And then come at me. and then you can come at me, not before, bro. Like, so anyways, there's levels to this shit. Anyways, so like I said, man, there's a lot of, and I'm growing in power. Lucifer has given me a task, a job, and he has given me a lot of power, a lot of authority. I am the king of everything. I'm the king of everything. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. But I'm the king of everything. I'm the leader of everything. I'm the leader of the Illuminati. I'm the leader of the Crips. I'm the leader of the Bloods. I'm the I'm the chief police officer of the entire world. I'm the general of all armies. I'm the king, right? So, but you're gonna see that later. You're gonna see it later. Y'all gonna see my ascension live. And it's gonna be amazing. Basically, there's a lot of success coming towards me. Basically, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of success coming towards me, man. Regardless of the Illuminati's existence or not, it doesn't fucking matter. There's a and we're gonna clean this shit up too. We're gonna clean this shit up too. We're gonna put some order. This is enough chaos. We're gonna put some order into all of this nonsense, bro. Like this Illuminati nonsense is gonna go away. And by the way, speaking of nonsense, Illuminati nonsense. Sorry for the segue here, but I have to say, no offense, no pun intended, but I have to say I am super fucking proud of everybody for 2 weeks ago when we dropped the spirit bomb. Amazing. That it worked. It worked. It fucking worked. And I know you know it worked. That's the thing too. It worked, and I know that you know it worked, So basically, thank you guys for that. We needed that. It was very important. We needed that. By the way, like I said in that video, you can see me as I'm constantly attacking the Illuminati. I'm like constantly on the offensive, So I'm just 24 hours a day, 7 days a week attacking the Illuminati. So like I said, if you want to join into that ritual, I'm like a guide stone, right? I'm like a guide stone. In the RPG, there's like Stonehenge type stuff, and then you go there, and then you get a damage boost. I'm like that, right? But I need to recharge, and right now I'm recharging, right? I need to recharge, and right now I'm recharging. But like I said, I'm constantly on the attack. I'm never not attacking. So if you want to add your energy to this ritual is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. It never runs out, right? It never runs out. So if you want to be part of that ritual, you know what to do. If you want to be part of that ritual, you know what to do. I'm not going to quit. Your boy is not going to quit, dead or alive. I'm like Yoda. I'm like a Obi-Wan Kenobi. What I mean? If I die, I will be more powerful than you have ever imagined. So that shit's always gonna be that shit's turned on, and it's always gonna be on, right? So give yourself a pat on the back. I want to give you a pat on the back for that shit because that was dope. I know you guys put your energy into that spirit bomb. You know what I mean? I know you guys put your energy into that spirit bomb, bro. I know you did because it worked. Even the Illuminati is like, yeah, that motherfucking thing worked. I'm in trouble now. I swear to God, that's what I heard. I heard, yeah, I'm in trouble now because of that fucking spirit bomb, blah, 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 blah. It worked. It worked. It fucking worked. And we can do that. We can do that. So if you don't know what that is, like I said, you can, I'm amassing energy to throw it back at them. So basically, if you want to be part of this Illuminati destruction ritual, what you need to do is it's not easy, but it's doable, and you have to wait until I tell you it's okay, because sometimes I have to recharge, because just like a video game, you press the thing and then there's a cooldown period, so I have to cool down. I'm in a cooldown period, right? Not all the time, but it happens. I was doing a bunch of other magic, and so it's not nothing personal. I'm not trying to be a dick or anything, but I'm on a cooldown period right now. So, but if you want to enter this ritual, if you have to be aware of what's going on around you in order to make this ritual happen. Like I said, wait. I'll give you the signal. If you want to enter this Illuminati destruction ritual, I'll give you the signal. Just wait a little bit. But what you need to do is basically, when I give you the signal, you're going to go out. You're not going to physically go outside. But if you want, I don't know, whichever you prefer, whatever you're most comfortable with. But you're going to look for context. You're going to look for slivers of the Illuminati, right? And you're going to look for a sliver of the Illuminati. And what that means is you're going to look for a notion that you are aware that the Illuminati has engendered into society, right? Whether you prefer doing it face to face or through media or reading a journal or whatever, right? And what you're gonna do is that you're gonna use your throat chakra on purpose. You're gonna focalize. You're gonna focus. You're gonna focalize your energy on your throat chakra, which means you're going to use your mind and specific words in order to launch a dispel action. You don't have, if you're talking to the person, you don't have to get into an argument with the other person. All you need is to get your point across. Once you get your point across, move on. If the person still wants to talk to you, you can talk to that person, but don't start arguments, right? Just look for slivers, dispel the sliver, right? As soon as you make your point, as soon as you make your point, the sliver, you're dispelling the Illuminati's hold on reality, right? And with the help of me, the reason why you need me in order to do that spell is because if you do that by yourself, the Illuminati is going to be on your ass like white on rice. The Illuminati is gonna be on your ass like white on rice. But the thing is, the beautiful thing about me is I'm so fucking dangerous that they can't not look at me, right? Because if they stop looking at me, I'm going to completely destroy them. So they don't have time for you because I don't give them the time to go and attack you. I mean, that's not true. I do. They could, but are you really gonna take that risk? Are you really gonna take that risk? I mean, I'm sure sometimes they do, but not really. So the fun thing about me is that I'm so powerful that they can't not look at me. They have to look at me. They have to keep constant surveillance on me. So they can't launch an attack against you that's that hard, and they're not gonna know it's you because they're not gonna see you, because you're not causing a scene, you're not trying to change the world, right? You're just tweaking things. You're giving me your energy. I will absorb that energy. I'm gonna find that energy is going to be in the ether because it's because of me that you're doing it. So that's part of the spell. So now we have a link, and that energy is gonna come to me. I'm gonna amass it, and then I'm gonna throw it at them like a goddamn spirit ball. And my name is Goku, right? And that's the spirit balls. Everybody's energy amassed together. It's everybody doing the exact same thing at the exact same time. And all that energy is going to amass into a powerful energy, and then it's going to explode, and then it's going to create a boom. It's going to create a sonic boom, and everybody's going to fall to the floor, and everything is going to be great, and everybody's going to love each other, and Donald Trump and stuff, and make America great again, and fucking Oreo and mint fucking ice cream. You know what I mean? So anyways, this video is too damn long. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out. Oh, did I forget something about the spell? So yeah, no. So yeah, you basically, yeah, that's all you have to do. You just need to find things when I tell you to find things, and I'll take care of the rest. Currently, I'm kind of taming them a little bit. I'm trying to tame them a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's working very well, but I'm trying to tame them. Not that I'm trying to keep the Illuminati around, but at least if they leave me the fuck alone and I can go work on other things, because I have a tremendous amount of books to write. I have at least 6 to 10 books to write. I haven't started any of them. So and I can't do it if they're constantly fucking nagging at me and shit. So I'm trying to tame them. I'm trying to see what I can do here and stuff like that. So anyways, back to the spell. Yeah, so I'm gonna amass that energy, and basically I'm the center of that spell. I'm the power conduit of the spell, and all you have to do is join in at the same time you're about to join in. So when I tell you to all come together. Everybody come together, go out, find those slivers of lies, those slivers of lies that hang around in the air. And don't worry, and you have to say it. That's another part of the it's a chant, right? So because I have to explain it in a way, I would explain it in code, but nobody's gonna understand because nobody knows me and nobody knows the kind of magic I practice. So nobody's gonna understand it. So maybe one of these days I'll be able to talk in code instead of literally saying what I literally mean, because then everybody's gonna know and then the enemy's gonna know, blah blah blah. So anyway, so look at it as a chant when you're using your crystalline energy. When I say that you're visualize it, focalize your crystalline energy, and see it as if you're chanting a you're chanting a prayer, right? Like, see it as if you're chanting a invocation or a prayer or some shit like that, right? So you're not just the secret is to know that you're not speaking for no reason. Is to know that you're not idle speaking, because idle speech does nothing. But focused and purposeful speech works wonders, right? It works magic. So when you find those slivers of truth, regardless if you're with a person or you saw something in the papers or you're watching TV, it doesn't matter. Once you see that thing, once you target that thing, once you see that thing, you target that thing, and you think that you know how to dispel that thing because you know about that thing, do it, right? But wait, don't do it right now. Just let me give you the signal before doing it, which might be very soon. You could probably do it right now, but if you did it right now, it would be a little bit chaotic because probably everybody else has stopped because I did say it worked. So probably a lot of people stopped, or maybe there's some people doing it. I don't know. It might be chaotic. I'm not sure. But one thing I do know is that they're never going to not have their attention pointed towards me, because I'm the most dangerous thing to the Illuminati on Earth right now. Like like I'm more dangerous than a goddamn nuclear disaster. You know what I mean? So they're not gonna not look at me, right? Which gives you all the freedom and the opportunity to conduct this ritual, right? Without getting yourself hurt. Of course, if you do this sort of stuff without me or somebody like me guiding you or not necessarily protecting you, but being a anchor, right? Like, if you don't have an anchor and you go do shit like that, yeah, the Illuminati is gonna be on your ass and it's gonna be fucked up. The shit is gonna be fucking crazy, So don't be careful what you do, right? Be careful what you do. Be careful how you do it. This ritual is, like I said, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. But at the same time, you do want to have discernment, and you don't want to go too overboard. You don't want to stay in this ritual. You don't have to be here all the time. You can go do other things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you understand what I mean, but anyway. So I'm gonna stop the video right here because this video is too damn long, and I think I said enough. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.